many people in the team, then they can put a team into the mixed team. They might have one man and one woman, but they can't make up a team of 3 men or 3 women. And it's a really exciting format. I really like the mixed team because, you know, there's a little balance, different balance between the way that the teams work together. There's only 2 of them to start with. The ends are only 4 arrows, and the lead can change very easily.
Mixed team was introduced nearly 10 years ago now as a third style for those very reasons, to give an opportunity for some of the nations without those 3 archers for a team to compete in more events. It was used in Rio in the Paralympics for the first time.
Yeah, it was used in Rio in the Paralympics for the first time, and the really great thing about that was it really opened up the field then for more countries to host a team. And they had, for the first time, a team event in every single category, so a compound team event, a W1 team event, and a recurve team event. So, and that's really exciting for the crowd, and it's great for all of the archers as well. It gives them 2 opportunities to win a medal at every championships and Paralympic Games.
Great Britain taking to the field now, Phoebe Pine and John Walker. John is a Paralympic champion from Rio 2016, but not in the compound division. He shot as a W1 in Rio.
Yes, he did. And he's made the choice to move into the W2 category, the open compound category, and he's really had a successful year. He shoots with a different kind of shoulder harness again, so he's not an arm amputee, and you'll see that when he shoots, but he doesn't have full function in his arms. So it's a really interesting thing that we've already seen 2 people, one with no arm at all, one with half an arm, and now one with a full arm, but all of them using some kind of different release aid system.
Alberto Simonelli back out straight away after shooting 7 of his 8 arrows in the team final and winning a team gold medal here at the World Championships. 7 of those 8 arrows into the 10 ring. Sati and Simonelli have shot together numerous times before.
Yes. Yeah, so they're an experienced partnership. Although it's difficult for Simonelli to get, you know, so elated to win the gold medal and then to come out here to calm down again and shoot again.
Sati was a wheelchair basketball player before she switched to archery.
We find that with a lot of Paralympic sports, that people will move from sport to sport. That's a good start from Phoebe. So you see that John has a shoulder harness, and that release aid is operated by a cord that he uses in his hand. So he doesn't have enough strength in his arm to draw the bow back. I think he shot that quite quick.
Obviously, with a release aid in your hand, you're trying to get the feeling of a surprise shot where it goes off.
Yes.
But when you've got a trigger that you push, it's much easier to make that snap decision when it's not on the middle.
Yes, although in his case he actually has something like a ring that fits over his hand, so he just keeps pulling downwards. So he gets a surprise shot too. In fact, I think the first one might well have been quite a surprise.
2 awesome 10s from Sati and Simonelli. Simonelli now 9 10s in a row. 8 10s in a row, sorry, through the last 2 matches.
And Phoebe, of course, from Great Britain, relatively new archer on the international circuit, but she's doing incredibly well for a young archer with limited experience. So you can see the cord running through directly downwards, and he takes out the cross.
It was 1 year and 1 day ago that John won his Paralympic gold medal, and he'd only been shooting at archery for 3 years at that time.
Yes. I do know that he has put in a huge amount of work, though. It's not like he just woke up one morning and went, do you know what? I think I'll do that tomorrow. He's really worked hard. But all of these archers work hard. They're elite athletes at the end of the day.
Simonelli and Sarti changing order here. Simonelli starting and closing with another 10, 8 in a row now.
He's on fire.
And these two are really communicating with one another.
Yes. But it's really, I think, the thing that gives you the edge in the team round, rather than shooting as 2 individual archers who happen to be shooting at the same time, or 3 individual archers who are shooting at the same time. That communication between you makes you a team, and that's the difference.
We just saw Judge Ahmed Koro talking to the Italian team there. He was just asking them to be a bit more obvious with their signals between the two of them. A 2-point lead for Italy in this bronze and medal mixed team match here in Beijing. So Great Britain will shoot first again. They were the 13th seeds after qualification, so upset Slovakia, beat China before losing to Iran in the semi-finals.
Continually tweaking it just to make sure it gets better, just like we all do with our bows.
That's a 10th straight 10. Waiting. And that's the cut-off point, the point.
Yes. So you can pull almost the whole arrow out, but if the judge can see the point, you have to put it back in.
Yeah. Early 8 from him, being wiped away by 3 consecutive 10s. Sarti now. Second 9 in this end. Simonelli needs another 10. It will be his 11th straight through the last 2 matches if they want to keep an advantage in Camp Italy. Well, just looks really easy, doesn't it?
It does. I think whatever it is that he has, I think we'd all like them.
Halfway through this mixed team match, so 16 arrows in total, shot in 4 ends of 4 arrows, 2 arrows each. The archers rotate here, so they shoot 1 arrow each and then swap to the other team and then back again when they're shooting on the eliminations field, so not in a finals arena. There's not that same alternate shooting.
It's an 8 from Phoebe. I should be disappointed with that. It's a 10. Just clip the line.
So 9 from Simonelli, his first in 12 arrows through 2 matches. Not bad going though.
Oh no. I'd be very happy with that.
Number 9, that's the 4th consecutive arrow out of the middle for Eleonora Sati, the individual world champion from Donaueschingen 2015. Phoebe Pine, just 19 years old, making her international debut for the British team here in Beijing.
I think she's been only shooting 2 or 3 years. Another 10 for John Walker.
That's 5 in a row. He's got his sights set. Sati's been kind of just out. That's quite frustrating.
It is very frustrating because you're so close to the line. Actually, yeah, it's almost worse than putting it in the 8. You're so that close to the 10. Oh, great 10 from Simonelli again. He's back in. 2 seconds on the clock though, cutting it fine.
1 point advantage for Italy then after 3 ends here. Oh, this Italian team is just so expressive, aren't they?
They are, and they're really supportive of each other. They're a really great team, and you can just see the coach there, you know, who's communicating with both of them and really supportive. I think off the field as well, you often see them together. So I think there's a lot of friendships in the Italian team.
4 arrows remaining, 1 end in this bronze medal match at the Beijing 2017 World Archery Para Championships here on the outskirts of the city that hosted the Paralympic and Olympic Games in 2008. Talking of that, one of the medalists from then, John Stubbs, is in the British team. Is it a surprise to see John Walker out there in this mixed team rather than John?
I think John has had an injury this year and he's been working through it. So it all comes down to who's scored the highest score, and that's the way the teams are selected. So the team manager always wants to put the person that they think is on form out on the field. So I think we have John Kavanagh here, who won a silver medal in Beijing in 2008. So it's a return to Beijing for him as well. And but most of the team that Britain have brought didn't come over to Beijing at that time. I think of the British team there was me and John Stubbs and John Kavanagh. I think are the only 3 who are here, and I'm not with Britain at the moment.
I know the 2 Johns went to go and see their names, which are actually engraved on the outside of the Olympic Stadium here, which is incredible, really.
Yes, they showed me the photographs. I think it's a really fantastic thing for the Chinese organising committee to have done. In fact, it was a really great game. It's really well organised for the athletes.
So Italy, who have had a lead all the way through this match, needing a 10 from Sati. That was it to stay level now with Britain, who started with 2 10s in this 4th and final end. Simonelli's arrow has been called a star though in the 9, so we could come down to a judge's call.
I think that's a 10. What can John Walker do?
10. That's definitely
Another
a 10.
10.
Perfect 40 to finish from Italy. From Great Britain, sorry.
Great
Italy.
Britain.
Italy now needing more of the same to stay alive.
That's a 9.
So a 10 here from Simonelli will send it to the judges' call. Anything less and Great Britain will take bronze. That's a 9. He's shot so many 10s in this
All the way
tournament.
through. Yes, a shame to lose it by his last arrow not being as perfect as so many that he shot all the way through.
There is a star on Italy's first arrow of this fourth end, but whether it's upgraded or not, Great Britain win this match by at least a point. Not the way they wanted it to end. I mean, Italy did start stronger in this final.
And all the archers staying on the line just until the scores are absolutely confirmed, because the last thing that you want to do is leave the line and have somebody say, no, 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 you need to get back off and do a shoot-off. Back on and do a shoot-off. That's been confirmed.
So that arrow from Simonelli, the first one, has been upgraded to a 10, but Great Britain still win this match, 152 points to 151. They trailed throughout, but a perfect 4 arrows in the last end pushed them ahead and pushed them to a bronze medal in the compound open mixed team event here at the Beijing 2017 World Archery Para Championships. And a great achievement for Phoebe Pine in her debut Worlds, 19 years of age and a bronze medal.
Yes, absolutely fantastic, and I think I saw a little tear there. I think she was that happy.